It's Sunday night in the NFL, and we're coming to you from under the lights as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports.
We're getting set for kickoff. Any last thoughts here about these two teams, both coming off of losses last week?
Well, I think what they did, they learned a lot off their losses last week, not to make those mistakes again. They're very determined. And when you have two determined teams, to lose two in a row in the NFL, boy, that's hard to overcome. So it's going to be a hard-hitting game.
Sanders met at the 23.
That return's good for about 29.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
Anderson's met at the 30. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
The Lions with a nickel look here on defense.
Second down, 4 to go.
Makes the catch in the open field. The Broncos step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. First down at the 44. Davis got it, and on a pass, had some heat on it. Now inside the 30 at the 29.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
Manning's back at it now, dropping back once again.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
From inside the red zone. The Lions defense lined up going with the 46 defense. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit. And now that we have a moment, here's a look at the Broncos offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Here's the Lions defense. They know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways. The Broncos with a 3rd down play coming up and hoping to improve in this category versus a week ago.
3rd and 9.
Makes the catch. Touchdown. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
The Broncos getting set to kick it away. James going to start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
First down at the 26. Gets about 4 yards that time. And now let's take a look at the Lions offense. A model of efficiency a week ago without a single giveaway.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down.
Stafford in shotgun formation. Intercepted. Midway through the first quarter, and it's always a time where you're punching and counter-punching, and now they've got the pick and a chance to even score again.
Now, what would you know about punching and counter-punching, Jim? Were you a boxer at one?
As with all turnovers, play is stopped now as the crew wants to confirm whether or not that was, in fact, an interception.
Let's remember, even though it was an interception by the defense, we got to judge it just like we would an offensive receiver. Does he have possession of the football? We'll find out.
Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. The Broncos have it at the 34. Picks up maybe 3.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second.
Anderson's lined up in a single back formation. Sanders is going to pull in. Touchdown! Bill, everything is going right for this team at this point. We're still in the first quarter. What must the coach on the other side be thinking?
He's thinking, hey, can we get this game over with and can I get out of here? He can't believe it. After a full week of hard work and preparation, and to come out and play like this is absolutely uncalled for.
James going to test the coverage here. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
The Lions just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down at the 26. To Ebron.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now second down and 4.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
That's a gain of 10.
Turbin's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
The Broncos come out in a dime package.
Toss to the outside. Running room.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or 2, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
Second and 4 coming up. They'll run it here.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Lions still possess the football as we begin the second quarter.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. He's taken down at the 35.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4. The Lions pistol set here. Stafford with the give. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
2nd and short. The defense is thinking run, and what do they get? They get a run. They were waiting for it, and they made a nice play to stop them short of the first down.
3rd down on the way.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side. The defensive line, they're shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think
Jackson takes him to the ground.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
This will be a 54-yard field goal attempt.
Going to stop the game here with a timeout. Prater set to attempt the field goal. No good. An empty trip for the offense.
Well, it was a long field goal attempt, but this time they're unable to come up with any points at all.
Yeah, and when you get in situations like this, everything has to be perfect. The snap, the hold, and the kick, and it wasn't, and that's why they missed the field goal.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 1st down at the 44. He'll throw it over the middle. Demaryius Thomas takes the hit and is brought down. The Broncos are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Manning's been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
Double tight end formation. Anderson's going to secure the handoff.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Midway, 2nd quarter. Anderson's got on the handle.
Jones, the one who made the big stop.
3rd long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on 3rd long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a 1st down, man, that's just gravy.
Anderson's in the backfield. Single back set. The Broncos have it at the 29. Did not get both feet down.
The Broncos don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
They continue to put their stamp on the first half, adding a field goal here midway through the second.
Yeah, it's been a really good first half for the football team. They played well in every phase of the game. And the other team, well, what can I say? They just didn't show up.
He's in the clear. Now at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and in for the touchdown.
When you get a kick return for a touchdown, a lot has to happen. One, it takes talent by the kick returner. But look at all the good blocks we saw down the field and the speed of the kick returner. Touchdown.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. They bring him to the turf. That return's good for about 23. The Broncos stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today? After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. Anderson's taking the handoff. Quinn's there to make the tackle. Timeout called by the defensive unit. Anderson's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. The Broncos from the 32. C.J. Anderson with the catch. Second and 10 coming up. Manning comes out in the pistol. The Broncos from the 32. Intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception. The quarterback. He's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
First down at the 44. Over to Ebron. Gains 5.
That's a good job by the receiver running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. 2nd down coming up. They motion the receiver around to the other side. Handoff. Line to the left, and there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Not only does he know the situation, when you have the football in your hands, you want to get out of bounds to stop the clock. But I'm sure the quarterback in the huddle, before he called the play, said, look, if you get a chance, get out of bounds. The chance was there. Big mistake.
3rd and 3 coming up.
Now the defensive line is shifting to the right.
Stafford's got it in the gun. Johnson's got the catch and the first.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
Here's the handoff. And that gains a few.
Turbin's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Lions snap it at the 31. Back to the ground.
Stewart's there to make the stop. The Lions with no timeouts left. And this will be from 47 yards, the field goal attempt. Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one. A good first half of action here. And soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, the second half is underway. Stafford will lead his offense back onto the field here as this goes for a touchback. The Lions talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Matthew Stafford will be under center. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
The Lions just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The play clock's running down. Turbin with the grab. Keeps his legs moving.
The Lions have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football. It picks up solid yards. Second and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
Second down, even after the completion. They'll go ground. Tackle down at the 42-yard line.
The Lions look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
The Broncos out now in a 4-6 formation. Play clock's running down. Takes it again. Slashes to the left side. After running it, it's second down. Two tight ends on the field here.
Well, it's a good job by the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Stafford finds Calvin Johnson. Stewart's there that time for the tackle.
The Lions, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Stafford's completed his last 6 passes. Trying to beat the play clock. Theo Riddick makes the catch. Ward that time in on the tackle.
Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets a completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
That pass play wasn't good for much. So now it's second down and 9. They're going to run it on the toss. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Stafford going to take off with it. That's a pickup of 14.
Offenses always love it when there's nothing there. The quarterback scrambles and picks up good yardage. That time, the defense does not contain the quarterback, and he's able to get loose. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
They better hurry to get the snap. And it's complete to Golden Tate.
Oh, man, he almost gets in the end zone, so close to getting over the goal line.
Only a yard from the end zone. First and goal from the 1. Detroit in the end zone. Rushing it in for his first score of the year. The Lions now with the extra point to tie the game. The point after try is in the books. The Lions now ready to kick the football down the field. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Green's a tight end, but lined up in the backfield for this play. First down at the 23. Green's got it. Screen. The Broncos now move the chains.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. The Broncos offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. Peyton Manning under center. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Breaks free, has some space to work with. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Lions official. The staff wasn't saying much about the injury other than it's not severe enough to keep him out of this one. So expect to see him back on the field shortly, guys.
First down here after the run. Manning's unable to find his target that time.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Second down. as this goes incomplete.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
On the way, 3rd down.
The Broncos will set up. The 44 is the first down line.
Pass is intercepted.
No one's going to get him now.
And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Well, you're behind in the game. You're figuring how are we going to get this done to get ahead. And look what happens. Your defense gets the turnover, takes it back for a touchdown. My gosh, that will, if that doesn't spur the team on to the victory, I don't know what can.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 25. Anderson's marked down after a gain of 4.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
Manning's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Anderson's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
2nd and 6.
And it's on the money to Emmanuel Sanders.
The Broncos did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you know, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
Manning's going back to the air on this play. Ansah with the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
Peyton Manning under center. The Broncos take it from the 38.
Throws the pass.
Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
Well, in a situation like this, 3rd and long, there's only a few things you can do. Screens always are good and safe. Draw plays are also a safe call. But if you're going to throw it, most of the time you throw it short and hope the receiver can catch it and make a run afterwards.
Anderson's lined up as the single back. The Broncos take it from the 38. Fowler's there to get on his way. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. Phil, the drama is so thick in the air you can feel it as the touchdown has tied the game in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it's great theater. That's what it is. Great theater. And, man, I love watching these plays to see how it's going to turn out. And you're right. You can feel it in the air. It is thick.
The Lions are ready to receive the kick.
James going to test the coverage this time. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
The Lions will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. It keeps the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see them march down here and score again.
The Lions in quite a battle here in the fourth. The score's 24-24. The Lions snap it at the 26. A foot race to the end zone. The 20, the 10, gonna take it home for the touchdown.
You don't see a lot of them anymore because we have so many good tackling safeties in the NFL, but not this time. That long run goes for a touchdown. It was about the moves and the blocks down the field. Terrific job by the offense.
The Lions getting ready to kick it away. Sanders running this one out. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Broncos offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Launches it down the field. It's intercepted. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
What a catch, what an interception, and not only that, take it all the way back for a touchdown. You talk about deflating for an offense. Oh, shoot, that gets close to making them quit.
The Lions come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their two previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
Anderson's going to run this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble. And it's barely there to meet him. What a lucky break this time. They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled.
Interception that will all but seal it. That brings the play to an end. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. What a nice spot to begin this drive.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Second and 10. They'll run it off the toss. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First down and 10. It's the old counter play. That's a gain of 8.
Well, you get in a situation like this, what you want to do is just show how tough you are. You know, if you score, the game is over. You'd like to hand it off and just power the football into the end zone.
2nd and 2 coming up. The Broncos packing the box here. 46 formation. And now here's the toss. The Broncos signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Now looking at 3rd down. Probably go as a drop.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The kick is good.
And that field goal pretty much locks it up. We don't expect any once-in-a-lifetime comebacks on this situation.
No, I don't expect that. Now it's time to just start thinking and having good thoughts in your mind. Don't do anything stupid. Enjoy the fact that you played well all day long, and victory is in grasp.
The Broncos head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation.
One-handed catches, Phil, are becoming a thing of art.
Well, they practice it now, Jim. I think as they're growing up, you see them practice it out on playgrounds when they're in practice, and they come out here in the game, and they just make it happen. That is really, truly an incredible one-handed catch.
From the red zone. Going to go to the hurry-up with under a minute to play. Complete as Thomas can't hold on.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
Second down after the incompletion. The Broncos all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Anderson's ready to run off to the screen. Never too late. That's a touchdown.
Another touchdown throw by the quarterback. Terrific day, showing just great versatility in all the throws that he's made, and he is going to be happy when this game's over because he has thrown the football awesome.
The Lions are ready to receive the kick. James going to test the coverage here. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Lions offense is on the field for a victory bow. One kneel down, and then they can celebrate, Phil. What a feeling.
Yeah, it's got to be great for them, and what a difference. You look at them walking on the field, you can see the emotion, the body language, and look at the defense. Everybody head down, knowing all that work was for nothing because you did not win the game.
And this will probably wrap things up here.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Lions take it from the 23. And Calvin Johnson can't hold on that time.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
2nd and 10 coming up. Ebron split out wide on the left. The Lions take it from the 23. Brought down by Ware.
Well, the lights were bright, and the team was up for the occasion here, winning in prime time.
Nothing like it, man. Winning in prime time when you know it's all about you. And I've said many times, today's football players, they love being on the big stage. Well, they were today, and they got it done.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.